Yeah, I said it. The Jazz are the best team in the NBA. They're better than the Warriors, better than the Suns, better than every other team in the NBA as of right now. Yeah, I said it. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? I'm here with another new video, and as y'all can see in today's video, man, we're gonna be talking about the Utah Jazz. Now, me personally, I was thinking about this video and I was like, hey, okay, how am I gonna come into this video? How am I going to change your view on the Jazz? And off rip, I was looking at the standings, so I'm gonna put a picture on the screen. If you look at the standings right now, you see the first two teams. You see the Warriors and the Suns, both 29-8, tied for that first record. Then right after, you see the Jazz, and it's like they're being overlooked because right now they're only 1.5 games behind the Warriors and the Suns. So me personally, I was like, okay, that's a good way I can start this video off. And thinking about the Jazz being just 1.5 games behind the Warriors and the Suns, who were tied at the for the first seed, I was thinking about it and I was like, well, the Jazz aren't getting the recognition they deserve, and I think the reasoning is because people don't really trust the Jazz, and I feel like the Jazz have gone down into that rabbit hole that maybe the Milwaukee Bucks were going into back in maybe 2018, 2019, because here was the deal. The Milwaukee Bucks every single season were kind of getting the same results. They would be one of the best teams in the East, and then when they get to the playoffs, they kind of flunk it. They'd be the best team, flunk it. They'd be the best team, flunk it, and then it was like kind of a thing where people were just like, you know what, until you show me something, I'm gonna leave you out of the championship talks. And then you know, the Bucks came out of nowhere and they finally proved that, you know, they can be the best team in the league and keep losing. But when they click as a team and stop being young players and stop being immature, when they click as a team and realize what they can actually do, they came out and they, you know, stole it. They stole the show and won the chip. And I think that may be what's happening with the Jazz right now. People are overlooking them, and we have a right to overlook the Jazz as of right now. I know there's going to be Jazz fans watching the video, but we as other NBA fans, we have a right to overlook your favorite basketball organization due to the fact that we've seen over time them be, you know, the best team in the league, so good, and they flunk it. So, you know, they lost in 6 games to, you know, a LA Clippers team last season without Kawhi. So, like, we have the right to say, hey, the Jazz team aren't going to win anything, because we've seen over time it's the laws of, you know, they're good in the regular season and they flunk it in the playoffs. We've seen it happen. They've lost to the Rockets multiple times, to the Clippers, like I said. Like, they've lost so many different times that at this point it's just like, well, if they, you know, if they do good in the regular season, it don't matter, because in the playoffs they're not gonna do that well. But here, look, I'm here to say it. I believe that your team does have a chance, and I know you know, if you made it this far, props to you. Keep going in the video, because I'm not here to roast your team. What I'm trying to say is, what happens, you know, in the regular season is a good indicator for the off season. But if you keep doing the same thing and it's a trend, people are not going to agree with the Jazz. So when I go onto your Instagram page and I see all of your fans talking about why are people acting like we're not just 1.5 games behind the 1 seed, the reasoning is because people have seen this trend keep happening. We're not going to say, hey, the Jazz are going to win the championship this year. Look at them. They're 1.5 games. Because we've seen you be so good in the regular season and be sucky in the off season. That is the reason why you're not getting the recognition you deserve. But look, I'm here to talk about why you will end up getting that recognition if you stay calm and you keep doing what you're doing. Now, look, I'm going to jump into all of that. First things first, I just want to say, man, consider subscribing. It's completely free. I think this video is going to help you out. Look, don't just subscribe, subscribe. Subscribe because you're getting NBA content every single day. I post every day. So, like, subscribe for that. Don't just subscribe to subscribe. If you're going to subscribe, subscribe if you want NBA content every day. You know, it makes my day when I see the notification pop on my phone. YouTube Studio, somebody subscribed, somebody commented. Like, sometimes I like drop everything to go reply to a comment. Like, I could be doing an essay, I could be playing a video game. No matter what, I just drop it. I could be freaking eating, putting my nasty fingers on my phone, replying to your comment, because it just makes my day. And I always respond to my comments in under like 4 minutes. Like, unless I'm in the restroom, it's probably going to be in like a few seconds I'm going to respond. So consider subscribing and let me know you subscribed. It'll help me out. I don't want to keep y'all on this intro for too long. So yeah, let's go ahead and get it, man. Let's talk about the Utah Jazz. Now, when you look at the Utah Jazz and what they have on their hands right now, they have a Donovan Mitchell that's playing outstanding basketball, averaging 25.5 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3.9 rebounds 5 assists and 3.9 rebounds per game. So right now he's playing like really good basketball, and he's going to be an all-star starter in my opinion. He's doing what we've been asking him to do, and it's leading the wins. And another player that I really like about the Utah Jazz that has really been overlooked is Bogdanovich. He just put up 36 points last night in the win versus the Nikola Jokic-led Nuggets. So what he's doing right now, Bogdanovich, is really bringing his team together, and I think that if he's clicking, and then, I know Jordan Clarkson right now is going to be averaging 15 a game, but when he starts clicking, Mike Conley, he's going to, get to it. When Gobert comes back, he's going to get to it. He's averaging 15 and 15. They have a really, 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 really good squad. But the only thing that I see wrong with the Utah Jazz right now is that they're not, when I watch them, they click as a team, but we always talk about, oh yeah, these dudes, they run ISO basketball. But the only thing I see about the Jazz that I don't know of is they play as a team, but they really don't have the ISO when you need it. And I know Donovan Mitchell obviously has the ISO, but you don't just need it from Donovan Mitchell. When you look at the Warriors, we all know Steph can do the ISO, and you know that they play as a team. But the reason they're the best team in the NBA right now is due to the fact that they have, and this is record-wise, the best team in the NBA record-wise. I'm a Warriors fan, but I'm not a biased one. So record-wise, they're the best team in the NBA because yes, Steph is the ISO player, but they can also break you down with Jordan Poole on the ISO. They can also break you down with Andrew Wiggins on the ISO. They can also break you down with whoever has it in their hands at the moment. Even GP2 can go on the ISO. With the Warriors, they have a lot of different players that can ISO it out if they need that, and that really makes your team a tad bit better because if you have multiple players that can go ISO, play the team ball. But if a player is on the wing and he's isolated just one-on-one, he can hit it and then hit a shot. That's what makes your team better. It keeps the offense flowing. And they don't really have that right now. We know they have players that can do it, but they choose not to, and they keep this team basketball running. And I think in the playoffs, it really kind of kills them when they don't, have that guy ISOing sometimes, because when you run as that team basketball, sometimes you need that mood lifter. You could be down big time, but when a player starts going crazy, like when the Clippers, when Terrence Mann started going crazy against the Utah Jazz, they were down big time, and then Terrence Mann just started hitting a few shots. That'll get you back into it. I usually I'm not really seeing the Jazz have these games where they're playing great ball and then they go down, but then they keep playing good ball to get themselves back into it. Not at that rate that I would need to see for me to say, hey, they can go in the chip. And hey, look, Jazz fans, I'm not trying to bash your team at all. I'm just stating the obvious in my opinion. I really want to give a full, analysis because I'm thinking of, this is why they're playing so good, but this is also why they're not at that level yet. So me personally, where do I think the Jazz can end up landing? Well, me personally, I think that they're a team that could get to the conference finals. They could beat the Suns, but that's the only thing about the Jazz. Assuming that the Suns and the Warriors, both get to the second round, saying the standings stay the same. The Jazz are either gonna play the Warriors or the Suns, so it's like you kind of you fall into that, can they beat the Warriors or the Suns? And me personally, right now, I say no because of I need to see more of a Donovan Mitchell that is ready to attack at all times. And the reason I say that is because we see Donovan Mitchell go out there and put up 40 all the time at ease. So why is he not putting up 40 every game? And you may be like, that's a dumb question to ask, but it's not though. Because if he could go out there and put up 40 with someone, when I see Donovan Mitchell put up 40, it is the most eased 40 I've ever seen. It's the most calm, cool, collected type. He just goes out there and drops 40, and it seems like he's not even really putting in the effort. So what I need to see from Donovan Mitchell a tad bit more is the effort, the effortless every game. If you can do that, do it. Put up those shots. Put those games, don't always put winning. I hate when people always say, I'll put winning first. Don't put winning first. Put yourself first, because when it comes down to it, they're going to need you in the last moments. The Jazz, they lost last season because when it came down to it, it was team ball. And team ball ends up with Rudy Gobert and Bogdan. No, they need new schemes where it's Mitchell. Mitchell is the reason that they win games, and Mitchell is the reason they lose. When your start player is the reason you lose, sometimes that'll get you ready and mentally prepared. Steph has been the reason the Warriors have lost. LeBron has been the reason the Cavs, the Heat have lost, or the Lakers. They've been the reason. You have to be the reason your team loses to really, get on a different level. let that man be the reason y'all lose. Don't always like blame it on Gobert or blame it on Mitchell. Let him do his thing and let's see how good he actually is. That's gonna put the Jazz over the hump when as a team they come together and they make, you know, they make the plays and they make sure that Mitchell, their star player, is that guy. I'm not trying to say that the Jazz need to be more selfish or Mitchell needs to be more selfish, but what I'm trying to say is every team that's won a championship has not won it off just pure ball movement. It has to be a tad bit more, and I need to see Mitchell kind of grow up. And yeah, he's a very mature, at his age, he's one of the most mature players in the NBA, but he needs to grow up in the sense of being assertive when it comes down to it. And he is a clutch player, but being assertive to where it's not just trying to make sure his team gets it, but make sure he gets it. Because if you miss 5 shots in the last 5 minutes of the or the last 2.5 minutes of the game, you miss 5 shots, that is fine, because it's gonna show you next game that you need to give it to your teammates. If you're always giving it to your teammates, what about you when they need you to go out there and close out the game? And that is the thing with the Jazz that I really do like, and also hate. I like the fact that they have the ball movement, but I'm gonna need to see a few more schemes. They're gonna have to, you know, give more of a diversity when they play. But the Jazz are on a good track, and me personally, as I was saying in the beginning, I believe the Jazz are the best team in the NBA right now when they play team ball. But all in all, when it comes down to it, they're not gonna beat the Warriors, they're not gonna beat the Suns in a series, because they are kind of, right now, to me, it seems as though they're, you know, forced to this team ball. And I've only watched a few Jazz games this season, so, you know, you can't quote me on this, but that's just my opinion, and you clicked on this video for my opinion, and that is my opinion on the Jazz. Now, I want to say this. If you made it this far in the video, for 1, subscribe, for 2, like the video, for 3, bro, give me a fist bump, man. If you made it this far in the video, bro, or props to you, Matt. Props, mad respect. I've been doing a lot of Jokic videos lately, and they've been doing really good, so let's see if this video does good. If it does, you know what, I am not opposed to doing a bunch of more Jazz videos because they are a very fun team to talk about. But look, that's where I'm gonna end this video off, man. If you like this video, man, like the video, bro, comment, sub, make sure you go follow my Instagram at Carter1, link in the description, bro. Make sure you consider subscribing. Like I said, it's completely freaking always change your mind later. I love when you subscribe. It really does like boost me in a sense. It just makes my day better, and my day's always good when I'm able to upload content. Make sure you drop a comment. Let me know how great the video was or how bad the video was, and let me know if you subscribe so I can let you know. I'm gonna give you a heartfelt comment, you know, reply to your comment if you subscribe. So let me know down below if you subscribed. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me, man. I'll see y'all boys, man. Peace out. See y'all tomorrow.